Despite announcement of subsidies, protests against Pakistan government continue in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. At least 3 people have been killed, several others injured in the clashes between the protesters and law enforcement. While a wheel jam strike called by the Awami Action Committee continued for the 4th consecutive day, protesters have been demanding tax-free electricity from the Mangla Dam and subsidies on wheat flour. The strike was triggered by overnight police raids leading to the arrests on numerous leaders and activists, and clashes between law enforcement agencies and protesters were reported. The Muzaffarabad, Dadial, Mirpur and other parts of Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Even though the state and federal governments have accepted protesters' demands on flour and power prices, Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif approved a grant of $86 million to quell the demonstrations.
Two images on two sides. On one side is the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, where long queues outside polling stations as India voted in the Phase 4 of the general elections, while on the other side, people are in angst over the ruling dispensation. There is chaos, pandemonium and unrest. The people of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir are furious at Islamabad.
The electricity which is produced using our water, it should be given to us at nominal prices. And the water which flows towards Punjab, a subsidy must be given to us on the price of wheat. We will protest until our legal and moral rights are fulfilled. We will not step back.
The protests that started against growing inflation and taxation are now slowly turning into a movement for rights and freedom, with demonstrators giving a clarion call to march to Muzaffarabad. In an effort to quell the protests, about 100 protesters have been arrested. The demonstrators, led by the Awami Action Committee, are protesting against skyrocketing wheat flour prices and exorbitant electricity bills, shouting slogans of freedom. The protesters clashed with police in Muzaffarabad and other districts of the Pak-occupied Kashmir. Scenes like these have become common. With the situation slipping out of hand, the Pakistan government is forced to announce the allocation of rupees 23 billion Pakistani rupees or $86 million to the region to quell a simmering unrest. Islamabad also announced a reduction in flour prices and electricity tariffs. But experts point at the precarious condition of the country's economy. The $350 billion economy faces a chronic balance of payments crisis, with nearly $24 billion to repay in debt and interest over the next fiscal year. This is 3 times more than its central bank's foreign currency reserves. Pakistan's finance ministry expects the economy to grow by 2.6% in the fiscal year. What's compounding the woes of the people is the inflation, which is at 24%. The IMF expressed serious doubts over the cash-strapped country's capacity to repay. The Washington-based bank has approved $1.1 billion in funding for Pakistan, which is the last tranche of a $3 billion standby arrangement with the IMF, which Islamabad secured last summer to help avert a sovereign default. The big question now, will IMF take Islamabad's decision to give subsidies kindly? And will it trigger a demand to roll back prices for other reasons? Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.